Welcome back to the SCIF. I'm Matt. That is Stu. We are the Green Beret Life. We are a 501c3. Our goal is to get veterans into the outdoors. If you want to email us, we'll put our email along the bottom. If you just want to make a suggestion, if you want to tell us we suck, if you want to be on the show, give us an email and we'll talk. That being said, we got a good show tonight. We are on YouTube and Rumble and Odysee. Right. We're only going to stay on YouTube for a short period of time because YouTube does not allow free speech. They don't respect the First Amendment, and they've gotten away with it for years and years and years. But our goal is to pull as many people over to Rumble. So Rumble is the option, basically, that we need to embrace, I think, not just on the political side, but on the gun side, on the outdoor side, any side that doesn't have to do with left-wing conversation pieces, makeup tutorials, you name it. So if you haven't already, open up a Rumble account and for sure come and join and subscribe with us over at Rumble. Stu, what do we have for the show tonight? What are some of the topics we're going to cover?
Wow. This weekend we were talking about it earlier. Every time I looked at my phone, it was like whiplash of, holy crap, this is going on. What happened? What's this? It was out of everywhere. There was this individual that attacked two members of Congress and their families, killing one family. And the entire story around him and what's going on is just bananas. None of it makes any sense whatsoever. Mm-hmm. We're going to look into that and bring up and at least give you the information we've been able to find on this story and kind of how it all ties together and what's going on. There's a really weird story out of Utah at one of these No Kings protests where
the shooting,
the actual participant was shot and killed, and it was actually we'll get into it, but it's a very weird story the way the police are handling it. And we've got a video that we're going to look at showing it. It's odd. We've got
it was security shooting at a guy who had grabbed a rifle and started pointing it at the crowd. A guy who sounds like he's probably from somewhere else. Okay,
but when you look at the video, none of what they say happened. There's a video of the guy. He's just walking. He's not. The gun isn't raised. We'll look at it because I've seen this video and a longer one, and it's what they're saying happened wasn't what the video shows, which it tends to be what happens. For the feel-good story of the day, a New York City mayoral candidate was arrested for obstructing ICE as he was escorting an illegal around.
Trying to get attention. Nobody knew who this guy was. He's trying to get attention. Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing that Padilla did with, was it Kristi Noem? He just barges into the room. I've got some questions from you. Nobody knows who this jackass is. And
he's on the Senate floor crying. He's on the Senate floor crying today.
Yes.
This is what the Democrats are left with, stunts. Yeah, it's pathetic. They're pathetic. And any Republican, Lisa Murkowski, that pays any attention to any of this, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And Lisa Murkowski's not Republican.
Well, the way I look at it, Matt, and the way I can tell that it's nothing but performative for them is they are so outraged that they're being treated like a commoner.
Mm-hmm.
If you or I did either one of these things that this guy did with ICE or Padilla did at that press conference, the exact same thing would have happened to us, but they are outraged. They are our betters, don't you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're fighting the good fight.
He's a senator that nobody knows,
Yes.
So
Yes, he's trying to make a name for himself.
this guy Padilla looks suspiciously like a Simpsons character too, and I'm not quite sure which one. Doesn't he? When you look
He
at his
does.
face close, yes, he looks like a Simpsons character. But
there, and for these peaceful protests and everything, for this No Kings, there was another guy in Pennsylvania that showed up to one of these heavily armed and was arrested, and the police find IEDs and everything else at this guy's house. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna take a look at this stellar piece of humanity here. And there's a few other things that if we get to them, we'll bring them up, that are just a couple other stories that we found. But is there anything that you want to try and cover on YouTube, or do you think we're better served just going ahead and moving on with the stories that we have in the hopper today?
I think we're better served going over to Rumble and popping some smoke here and letting YouTube know that they suck.
Yeah, that you are true. That's a true statement on all accounts. We're probably better served going to Rumble, and YouTube does indeed suck. Yep. There is a link in the description below that'll get you over to the Rumble channel. As Matt said, sign up to Rumble, follow the show, find some other content creators that you like. YouTube has a vast creator pool to pull from, being the first in and best dressed. Rumble's been fighting an uphill battle, but they are the ones providing a platform for actual discussion. They're not censoring. They're not doing the sort of things that YouTube does and the games that YouTube plays. So support Rumble. Come over, support the creators over on Rumble, and we will see you guys over there. You get off of here.